have just tuned into RHT, Really Horrific Tales. My name, not important. This video, not important. Just hit the like button, tap the subscribe button if you have a thing for scary and dark tales, and maybe the notifications bell as well. With that said, let's go right in. For this one, we go to Africa, specifically Harare, Zimbabwe. Illegal miners, or rather zamazamas, are what many youth end up going into, as the money is good and the risks of getting arrested are minimal due to the phenomenon of corruption. On the morning of the 16th of August 2013, Wisdom Kubega and 14 other zamazamas went down into a mine shaft to start their weeks of hard work. This shaft hadn't been explored in long, thus by noon the 15 men decided to call it a day, having gathered enough to please their bosses, their wives, and have a fun time in the town tonight. None of them had prepared for what had happened next. Suddenly, sand and big rocks started running into the shaft. In a matter of seconds, young Wisdom and 14 other illegal miners were buried alive in the shaft. About 4 days later, their boss arrived in his nice 4x4, fuming that he expected this much gold on this day at this time. However, he arrived to the scene of a buried mine. Quickly realizing what had happened, he called the other Zamazama bosses, and they had scrambled and put a rescue team together. After a communal effort and 6 days of digging, they found the Zamazamas. Surprisingly, none was fatally injured during the landslide, and they had managed to locate each other. However, all of them were drenched in blood and huddled over what seemed to be the remains of a carcass. The 14 Zamazama all stuck to the story that they were all extremely hungry, and young Wisdom Kubega offered to sacrifice himself so that they could perhaps stand a chance to be rescued. One of the Zamazama, however, changed his story and admitted that they attacked Wisdom and ate him because he was the fattest and the youngest. They all worked the mines for years except him. They needed to die with better dignity. Reportedly, 8 of the 14 Zamazamas still give 15% of their profits to Wisdom Kubega's family. Tune in for more scary stories.